Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Colin.
And today we are talking about starting a podcast from pretty much scratch.
Yeah. From ground zero.
From ground zero. Oliver and I, we know a little bit about podcasting. Mm-hmm. We still make mistakes to this day.
Yeah. Just like last week, we had an audio issue last week in both of our shows.
Yeah.
We didn't have audio for both of our shows.
Oh.
Because our software had an update and it reverted everything to default settings, which I didn't know that it did.
Yeah.
And so we didn't record audio for both of our shows last week.
Okay, all right.
And we don't have like a backup system that we record on, so we lost all of it.
So that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both unemployed, so we're starting with zero money. We're just going to be talking.
Well, we started this in the literally 2 weeks into COVID, when the first like full shutdown happened in March. Yeah. That's when we started this show. So I mean, you know,
and to start out,
too.
Yeah, and to start out, you really don't need much. Like, if you got we were using our camera phone.
Yeah, we were using
it.
Yeah,
really?
Our first season we did on a phone with that microphone. Like the microphone from the phone. We didn't have a laptop at all. Matt had, let's see, he had an Oakland A's hat hanging up in the background.
Yeah.
He had a t-shirt from our buddy Alex that owns Gods and Gladiators. He's still a really big supporter of ours.
Nice.
And a couple other little random things. We had this tiny little table. It was like this big that Matt made out of his floor.
Yeah.
So the bigger table is how you determine if you've made it or not.
Right.
True.
Yeah. This table's got an outlet in it, dude.
This table is pretty. You guys have made it as a podcast.
You should have seen the chairs that actually we started on those stools.
I know they're uncomfortable.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
I've sat here for 4 minutes.
They're terrible.
My ass cheek is falling asleep.
Terrible. So we upgraded and we got stools that had backs on them. And let me tell you, going from these to the ones with backs, oh my god, it was like
it's like you guys are royalty.
But then we got real chairs with armrests, dude.
No shit.
We had to get a shorter table though for the chair because we had like a tall table for the stools, but we had to get a shorter table to match.
These are first world problems, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get a smaller table, man. What the fuck? So what inspired you guys? Like, where did the idea stem from for you guys to start
Quimby's.
the podcast? Okay.
Quimby's. So I was at the bar, and this is when podcasts were getting really big. So I was just sitting at the bar drinking, of course, and I was like, I'm going to start a podcast. And he was bartending, and he kind of like heard it. And he turns around and is like, I'm in.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, for real? And I was like, I've been doing all this research. He's like, I'm in. So I was like, okay. And then he just came. Our first show, obviously, is not, it's just...
Well, you can see the progression.
Oh, yeah.
Show like grow or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're on our 8th season. We do 10 episode seasons.
Yeah.
We're on our 8th season. We also do a history show. We've done a bunch of live shows. Mm-hmm. We've done a bunch of shows from my house at the bar at my house.
Yeah.
Where we did a different spin on things. We've done some reaction videos. And we're 120 episodes in total, like for all of our shows. So it's been a long journey.
Right.
So you watch the first one.
Through. We go back and watch, and so
is it cringy?
When we
it's slow. It's really slow.
Yeah,
it's like,
and we're like staring at the camera.
Like, what do you want to talk about? I don't know.
So we started
to talk about something.
Well, the first one. So now the whole premise of our show is we pick a topic, and that's what we talk about. We do everything from fetishes and phobias to crazy festivals to strange vacation episodes, or strange vacation destinations from around the world to we did a show on world's craziest prisons, and so we just pick a topic and sort of off the wall. Yeah. Nothing. We don't do anything mainstream, and so that's our thing. You know what I mean? We talk about everything else.
Right.
Now
the history. Go ahead.
Yeah. So our first show, though, we talked about this time where me and Matt pretended that the PGA Tour was in town, and I went out and bought golf clothes, and we went out, and he wore a suit and like pretended to be like my agent or manager, and so we went out. We went out after the second round. We went out on that Friday night, and I pretended to be a golfer, and we went to the Pittsburgh pub, which is like the golfers bar, in Rochester, and we fooled everybody. Everybody thought I was on the freaking tour. People were buying us beers. We had some shrimp appetizer that somebody sent over. when
Shot a
we walked
300
in,
bar today.
when we walked in, the whole bar went like this.
Turn their head
And just like looked right at us.
I'm gonna be super honest. It's because of the suit, though. That's what
Dude, he
sells.
had the Bluetooth on
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything, dude.
100%. Did you have any kind of briefcase with you at all?
No briefcase.
No, but it was, oh man, it was so
That
good.
was
But
great.
that was our first show, and we were like, all right, we can do a 15-minute show. We can do, 15,
Fuck
20
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
And it was 12 minutes. And now we can't get a show like under 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It just
Nice.
it just doesn't work.
So the history thing, does that piggyback off of the main podcast? Like, is it under the same name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still
so
under One Drink Podcast.
Everything is under. So we put a history show out every Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and then we put our main show out Wednesday.
On Wednesdays.
So we're doing 2 shows a week.
So what kind of is the background of the history podcast?
We both just like interesting history facts. You know what I mean? And it's not like big things. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like weird random facts. Like the first or the longest running magazine
Right.
is the American Angler.
The
You know what I
American
mean? So like that
Shit like that.
Right, but it's
Dumb
still
shit.
cool. I mean,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Like the
it's still
bouncy ball was
unique
invented
things.
in
Right.
1802 or whatever.
Right. Don't bring up the Holocaust.
Just weird stuff.
Don't say a word.
But yeah, so we just try to keep things just weird and different.
Right.
As opposed to what's in the news, because if you want to watch the news, or you want to
You're
know
just
what's in the
gonna-
news,
Right.
I'm just gonna go watch the news.
So, as we've been talking about it, specifically last night,
Yep.
she was, I asked
We
her,
actually, are you going to tell them how we
oh,
started
go
the
ahead.
thing?
You go ahead.
I am. You've been
Yeah,
going
how'd
ahead
you guys
this whole
start?
time. No, how we started our idea. You
Oh,
want me
we started today.
No, you dumbass.
Right here.
Think about it.
What? What?
How we started the whole thing. How we started.
You guys are
this
gonna be like a
idea.
sitcom podcast.
No, it's going to be me
No problem.
muting her microphone a lot. Like, basically the entire show. It's just...
Right, it's just an argument.
Yeah.
do you guys have an idea like what you're gonna go with?
Well, and that's what we talked about, and she was like, "Well, we'll just talk about whatever." And it's like, no,
you
because
don't.
any
You're not thinking.
podcast does that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean, we
yep.
have to have a niche. So our thing is this. So I came up with the idea that it's the ADHD podcast.
I thought you
right?
said we came up with the idea.
All right, we came up with it.
Okay.
I came up with it, but it's a
I
decidedly
tried to
hypothetical
think
discussion.
Mhm.
Because ADHD will bring you down rabbit holes if you haven't. It's something that we both actively deal with.
Right.
So I kind of wanted it to be like almost like a conspiracy thing. Like, oh my God, 9/11 was an inside
Right.
job.
Well, it's
And
one of
I
those things
wanted-
where it's like you talk about like how do you like your coffee, and then you end up talking about how
right,
JFK got killed.
Exactly right. It's just go down
So the
a
show
rabbit
never
hole.
ends the way that it starts.
Right.
Yeah.
So we started this idea because we were throwing a pink little squishy cat ball for 5
Oh,
hours
yeah.
back and forth. We couldn't drop it. And so we started talking about stuff.
Thank
and,
you, coronavirus. So absurd.
And we had it for a couple hours. I mean, we were sitting there and just throwing the ball back and forth. And then we had this random ghost sex conversation, right?
Oh my God, you're gonna, all right, bring it up. Let's just ask it. Just ask it.
All right, go for it.
All right.
It's the.
I randomly asked him this question. I don't know what made me think about it. But if a ghost was raping you, would you stop it?
A ghost?
Yes. So let me.
Depends on the ghost.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Depends on the ghost.
No. It gets weirder and even more lengthy.
Deeper.
Yes. So here's the
You
deal.
can't see the ghost.
You don't know if it's a dude's
But it's not
butthole or
gonna
a
stop.
woman's
It's not
vagina.
gonna
Well, if you're getting raped,
You
though,
can't
Oh, right.
touch.
All right.
You can't see. You just have to decide. Am I going to?
I guess that's weirder for a guy. It'd be weirder for a guy though.
That's
Right.
why I
So
asked
I
him.
said immediately, I will stop this weird invisible rape thing. And she was like, what are you talking about? So then we randomly started asking people. Everyone was kind of on the same page as I was.
really,
Right.
not so much.
Like, let's, except for Todd,
Shocker.
who you know.
Shocker.
He was like, whatever, man. If I can't see it, I'll just go with it. And it's like, all right,
Well,
so
you have to. Either way, it's not going to stop until it finishes. So I told you that.
no.
So you get up, it will stop, and then it will start again. And start again,
I
and
haven't
start again.
consented to the rape. I have said no more.
The ghost doesn't
No
care.
more
The
invisible.
ghost doesn't care.
See, but this is why
That's why
we
it's
got
called
started
rape.
with this podcast
Yeah.
Right.
idea, because it's like, why the fuck did you just ask me that question? And now I'm intrigued by it, so now I just need to ask other people like
Yep.
their opinions of it.
Yep.
And that's where, that's the brainchild of
Yeah. And listen, there's podcasts for everything.
Yep.
And when you start yours, of course, in the beginning, you're going to be like, oh, you might feel weird about it, but don't. Just go with it.
Yeah.
Don't
Right,
feel
just be
weird.
fluid.
Be confident
will like
in your
it,
show.
you know?
Yeah.
Don't
You know
feel
what I mean?
weird, Kyle.
Yeah.
Do you feel weird?
Now that you asked me that, yes.
Because we talk about weird shit on our show, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I want to make you feel unweird.
He's been weird his whole life. He's never
Right.
going to not be weird.
100%.
No, I know.
That's
I
the
know
beauty
he's
of it.
weird. I
Right.
said feel unweird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, are you going to do this in a room or like a living room or, like...
I don't know, because I have a problem, like, sitting for long periods of time. Like, I already want to get up and, like, walk around.
Yeah, you do.
Talking, like, especially when I'm on the phone.
You
I
can't
can't
do
ever
that.
sit
Yeah.
and talk on the phone. I have to be moving.
Well,
so.
That's part of
If
the
you
ADHD.
guys decide that you only want to do audio, or at least in the beginning you only
No,
want to do
I don't
audio.
think that's going to be a choice because I would not pick that.
Well, I mean, just to get used
to
to
get-
it, if you wanted
yeah.
to do that, you can always get a wireless mic,
We have.
so that
No, we
you
don't.
could technically just walk around your kitchen and
Right.
record it if you wanted to.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I
Or
have
at
zero
least get a
fucking
microphone that had, like a long cord that was connected to you, so you could at least, pace back and forth.
Right.
But then try to start to teach yourself
'Cause who
how to
would
stay
listen-
in
who
a
would
smaller
listen
and
to that
smaller
kind
space.
of
You know what I
like-
mean?
Yeah.
You can pretend to do it in your kitchen.
Or you could just get a high table and just stand.
And stand, yeah, because then you can shift back and forth. You know what I mean? You can
Yeah,
like
but
a bar.
no. We've already discussed this, though. We have yet to start the podcast. I can't get a good table until we're established.
Okay.
Boy, we
I want to
started
start
out
on
with-
like a milk crate.
We started out on a table that the top of it, well, it was just legs. The top of it was made from scrap pieces from his flooring. Was our
You gotta put
first,
your elbow
was
on
our
it.
first table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to do that all the time, dude. One of us would lean too much and the
Yeah.
table would go like this. We're like, whoa!
Like you spilled the drink, man.
Right,
It's the whole
right.
show.
I know, the show's over now, literally. Yeah, lean. But yeah, but I mean, the progression just comes, you know what I mean? Because you want to have like all these great ideas. You want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this. You just got to marry yourself to one simple thing right from the get-go and just stick
Right.
with one thing
Right.
to start and focus on that. And then when you get that, introduce something else. And then when you
Right.
get that, introduce something else. And then when you get that, introduce something
Right.
else.
Don't overcomplicate.
Right, yeah, because that's what we did right from the get-go, and I think that's probably the best thing that we ever did with this show, is we picked a subject,
Yeah.
and then we talked about it, and then we just did a show as best we could with what we had, and we were happy with it.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
we can't pick a subject. That's the whole point of the ADHD thing because we go off on
Yeah.
tangents.
Well, you
That's
just got to
perfect, too.
pick one thing
That's good
to
content. You could
start.
just-
Right,
yeah.
you just got to pick one thing to start with, though. Just to get the conversation going, just pick one
Right.
little thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to start with.
Yeah.
Because you got to be able to put something in the title for
Right.
what the show is. You know what I mean? Or where it's possibly going to go.
Corey hates certain people.
Kyle, stop! You're trying to make me say it, and that's not fair.
But also, when you do get started, are you guys on social media?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's free.
Yeah.
So
Right.
always pump your stuff on social media.
Right.
Yeah, you did today. I saw you posted some
Yeah.
shit about
Yeah.
And
that.
do it separate from your personal stuff. You know what I mean? Like
So
make
make a
make a
new one.
Facebook page
Yep.
for your podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you can share that onto your
I'll do that.
Right.
personal page.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's a separate thing from because you want it to be separate from you.
Right. It's
You know what I
weird
mean?
self promotion, and it
Yeah.
doesn't seem as legit.
Right.
It's just my page. It's
Yeah.
like, hey,
Right. It's like, hey, come listen to me talk.
Listen to
It's like,
stupid
why? I listen
shit,
to you
right.
talk once a
Yeah.
week.
right.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to
Right.
listen to you
Right.
talk.
Yeah.
I always want to be like hidden. Like this is not me. Just
Yeah.
listen anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing too, like with audio, so we use Buzzsprout. So when you use Buzzsprout, it gets you to iHeart, Spotify.
You
to
gotta
all-
like teach us how all this.
Yeah. Definitely show you how to use
Your
it.
hand up.
Let
My
people
face
talk.
is-
But
I am.
yeah. So that was one of our major differences. Like we never did that in the first year,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second year we started going to iHeart because everyone started saying, "Oh, are you on iHeart?" And I was like, "No." Oh,
Yeah.
are you on Spotify?
Because
I
we
was
were
like,
our
"No."
biggest thing in the beginning
Right.
was we were pushing the video. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of podcasts have video attached
Right.
to it as well. It's usually
Yeah.
just audio. So we wanted to try to be different. That's why we started off, with the videos from day one.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
we were
watches
just pushing
videos.
on YouTube pretty much. But then we were like, why don't we just take the audio from these shows and just
Yeah.
throw it out there as well? So
Yeah,
we're
you
on
do
Spotify
both, right?
and iHeart
So you do
and
both.
Apple, and we're
Pandora.
on all major platforms now. So yeah.
Because it's more personal for people, I think, as well. If they can
Yeah.
see you,
Yeah.
they can connect. I think on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Yep.
See,
Yeah.
our like part of it too. We want people to be able to call in, so we want to do it live because we want people to call
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
And like, that's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
part of our like
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like stupid like contest ideas. Like we were gonna try to get people to go out and do certain things.
They work.
Yep.
They definitely work. So for us, we want to get people to call in, but we don't do it live.
Yeah.
So you can do it live.
Yeah.
But what, through Facebook, or is there
You can do
programs?
Facebook Live. You can go live on
Instagram.
YouTube. You can go live on Twitch, which
That's right.
you should stay tuned to that because we
Can
are
you go
soon to
live
go
on,
live
you
on
can go
Twitch.
live on iHeartRadio too, can you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What about like? So I don't have TikTok because I'm a 36-year-old man.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get it.
Can you
I'm
go
a
live?
43-year-old man.
Yes, you can go
TikTok.
live.
All right,
You can go-
okay, all right. If it works, it works.
But
guess.
I pump our show, so like I take clips from our show.
And post them there.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's
TikTok, I
huge.
heard is TikTok. I think is like the greatest promotional.
Yep.
TikTok is one of the better ways to be able to rise quickly or to get some
Right.
quick attention. But then you have to sustain it throughout
Right.
the rest, of
Yeah.
the social media platforms.
Now, you guys keep track of like your growth as far as viewers or followers.
Yep.
Like, is there a trend? I mean, is it
Yep. But
trending
we're
upward?
we're also not married to it because we don't want to do this stuff. We want to make a show because we like the show.
Right.
We don't care if it does really well or if it does really bad. I mean, if
Right.
it does well, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't.
You're not for every
But
listener.
We're not
No.
doing that. We started the show because we wanted to do
Yeah.
a show.
It's
Right.
fun.
We have fun
Right.
doing this
It's fun.
show.
Right.
And we told each other from after the first show, the day one of us stops having fun doing this show,
That's it.
we're done.
It's a wrap.
You know what I mean? Or that
They are
person
fun
that
to
person
do.
is out.
They are
Yeah.
fun.
So
Yeah.
but if you start making it what other people want it to be, or trying to follow a trend,
Right.
then you're going to find yourself doing shows that you don't really want to do.
Right.
You're just doing it so that you get some higher numbers.
Yeah.
I'd rather have 12 views
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
have fun doing it than have
Right.
1,200 views and hate it.
Like
You know what
I
mean?
paint. I would never start painting per request.
Right.
Because then it does take the love out
Yeah.
of it. Because
Yeah.
then it's not about
Takes
me
all the
and my
creativeness
passion.
out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you're kind of focused and
Yeah.
made to go a certain
Matt
way.
paints too.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like
Like
you guys should do a
shit.
collab.
you paint
Shit.
like
Yeah, yeah.
paintings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Show 'em.
So I do acrylic pours and shit like that.
So like,
There's paintings on the wall. You'll see.
I saw them, and actually, like,
shit, I didn't.
I
see
literally saw them. I was like, has Kyle been here? I was like, what the fuck?
So, and also another cool
I mean,
thing
like,
with podcasts is, so once you get going, then you start meeting people you would never meet.
that. Right.
You know, like cross promotion is huge. So if you see, now I haven't met a lot of people in Rochester that do podcasts. I know there are people out there, but we've done. We went to a local cafe, and we went to
Went to the bodega.
Bodega, like local stores.
Yeah.
Because we support anything local. That's our thing.
Sure.
So if you have a
Yes.
local business,
Yeah.
we do shout outs at the end of our show.
Write that down. We're stealing that. idea.
No, it's called, it's...
We do shout outs. So we just support local businesses. And, when I hand the cards out, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, they're going to watch it. They're going to be like, you guys suck. But now I just don't care because
Right.
it's for fun.
Yeah.
It's for you or it's not.
It's-
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is about the love of what you're doing.
And
I
it
mean,
is fun.
That's why I think it's vitally important that you guys have a close relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've known her since I was like fucking 12 years old.
Right.
So it's like
So you guys got
it's
plenty
fluid.
of stories.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think I could
having-
do it, with someone I met 2 months ago. I
Right,
think
right.
It
Having
wouldn't be organic.
having that chemistry
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
co-host is huge. And
Right.
people think all the time. I mean, Matt and I have been friends for what 10 years or so,
Yeah.
about 10 years.
Yep.
But we've never been like super tight. Like we've gone out and hung out a lot of the times when
Right.
when we were together. It was at Quimby's. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like what I
Yeah.
mean, just like us. But people get us mistaken all the time. Like they think that we hang out all the time. Like we're best buds. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, because I think that's the stigma,
Maybe
right? You guys do a
that's why they
podcast
put
together.
personalities
You
together.
might
Yeah.
you live in the same house
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do a conference call every Tuesday where we pick a subject that we're going to do for the week.
Nice.
We go over it for half an hour or so and figure out what we're going to do, and then we meet up on Saturdays. We go over our notes a little bit, and then we just do the show.
Right.
And we don't do extra takes. Like if one of us screwed up or something like that, we just keep it going. So
Yeah.
we don't
I
chop
love
it and
that.
edit it out and do all this and make it look like it
Because that's
wasn't.
fake,
You know what I
right.
mean? Right.
Yeah.
You're not. Listen, you're not like little princesses going out. And
No.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you're a little prince.
I know.
It's true.
I'm gonna wear it.
I need a
tiara.
retake.
Right.
Retake.
Yeah, you need
Makeup.
You need a wand. My daughter's got a little princess wand that she doesn't play with me. I'll get it for you.
No.
It's all bedazzled
Please
and
do.
it's got a
Please do.
star.
I'll give it
And,
to him.
My daughters would
Like
use it
his
to
shut-up
fight each
time. I'll
other.
have
Like
it.
they're fucking gladiators.
right. Right. A little flower in his hair.
You know, the one thing that I worry about is I can't plan things.
That's a part of the ADHD part of things.
I know you keep saying that, but
Does it make sense?
so I almost want to not have anything that like, all right, well, this is the topic. I kind of want to start the show and be like, what's up, idiot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just go from there.
You gotta have some kind of like outline of something to talk about if you like if all else fails. Like
I would say at least something to
Totally
start.
stupid
At least just one little thing to start with. Like even
Right.
if you find a
about
quote
my
from
face.
something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I read this thing today. It said that, or a statistic.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you just Google crazy statistics,
Right.
you know what I mean?
At least
Like,
it's
one in
right,
every
it's a pathway.
12 dolphins will slap a human in the face
Right.
while swimming.
Slap
And
a
so,
whale
you know what I'm
fast.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so if you start with something like that,
Right.
that could literally go anywhere. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Which it would.
Yeah.
Oh, and it never stops.
Yeah.
Right. It
Yeah.
just keeps going and then
Yeah.
going, and then you're like,
I want
oh,
you to do that.
oh, we gotta stop, or the battery ran out. Or,
Right.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Fuck,
then
we
you know
gotta cut
the
this
title,
short.
the title for that show would be Dolphin Slaps Human.
Right. Right.
Because that's
And it's
because
almost misleading.
that's it's clickbait. It's clickbait.
Because by the
though.
end of it, it's like I hate Starbucks.
Right.
But the first topic was like fucking dolphins. And
Yeah.
they're like aggressiveness.
Yeah. Because I mean, you could you don't have to have a title. You could just do it. ADH Podcast Part 1 or
Right.
Episode 1.
Right.
But
Titles are catchy,
you
though.
never know what kind of audience that's going to catch though, because you
Yeah.
might
Right.
think that it's like a some sort of support or informational group about people that have ADHD. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not
That's
talking
not part
not
one.
talking about people getting
If I
slapped.
saw part one, I'd be like, who are these doctors?
Right.
They're going to talk about fucking ADHD and the side effects.
Yeah.
Fuck you
You're
guys.
fucking sued by like mad people.
I'll go watch porn. I don't whatever.
Yeah. So maybe like I said, maybe if you just pick one funny statistic
thing,
or
right.
one little sentence, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's all the prep you got to do. You know what I mean? And even you could prep that much.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I could at least do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
No job.
But that's like setting the bar high. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna be responsible for. I will bring up the sentence and then we'll
Where's
just
that
start.
Yeah.
sentence? I don't
There you
have to
go.
be
You have to be
responsible.
responsible for everything else that goes on.
There you go.
Probably better anyway.
Thank God I got out of that one. All right.
But you'll see your progression start to grow.
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff that you learn every single week. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and the best thing is wanting to be better. You know what I mean? And figuring out how to make your show better. Because when we started, like I said, we started with a phone. And
Right.
Matt's Oakland A's hat behind us,
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you
And then we
progressed too.
put an old TV behind us. You know what I mean? And we were like, "Oh, cool, we'll put our logo up on the TV." But
Dude,
then there
TV.
was a wicked reflection off of that
Yeah,
TV, and it was
yeah.
terrible. It was
Son
the-
of a
it was the
bitch.
worst. And then then we were like, "Oh, he got this editing software on his phone, which was a free app." So then he was editing like that,
Yeah.
and then he got a free one like for the computer. So he bought his laptop that he's currently using, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to do some video editing. I'm going to go buy a laptop."
Right.
So he bought the laptop, but then the laptop wasn't strong enough to
Right.
run video editing software, which takes a lot of
Yeah.
processing power in a computer to be able to do that.
Gigabytes or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can't just get like a $300 laptop or a $400 laptop and then.
All right.
So then he had a computer built for him by your cousin.
Yeah.
So
we're out.
no. But
No,
again,
you can
we're
still
talking,
do it.
but we're doing huge. He does huge editing for these videos with the green screen stuff and
Right.
and all this all this different stuff that he does. So we needed it, and then we got a couple more lights, and then we got a couple more lights, and then we got a couple more lights, and then we started using my GoPro after the phone, and then we bought a better GoPro, and then he bought this DSLR camera, and then I bought this laptop, and then we started doing it. So like it just.
It's
But
a
when we
progression.
started our green screen though, he went to the dollar store and bought two $1 green tablecloths, different color greens. One was a light green and one was a dark green because they didn't have two of the same color.
Neither of them worked.
And we had about 12 thumbtacks that were holding up.
Yes.
And we did a little test video, and we thought we were the shit.
Yeah.
Like we thought
We got green screen.
We were like, yo, we got a green screen.
We can do anything we want.
Put fire up there. Put fire up there.
But it was all pixelated because you know,
man.
half was light green and this half was like dark green, and then we put another one like behind it. It was, oh god, it was so trashy. But we did that for almost a full season. We had that freaking these freaking tablecloths handed back there, and then I was like, dude, we started like looking up like the real green screens, and we were like, maybe we'll get, you know, one of those drop down ones, and then I was like, we looked it up and we were like, why don't we just paint it? And I was like, well, I am a painter, so why don't we just paint it?
That
and he was like, oh my, I was like, I'm gonna call my rep at Sherwin-Williams right now and get a gallon of this paint.
Yo, Hank.
Yeah,
Luke.
Luke.
Give me that shit.
I said,
shout out to Luke.
I said, you have green screen green? He was like, yeah. Just ask for chroma key green. I was like, Matt, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I got a gallon for $30. He was like, what? So I got on my painting shit. We hit it real quick, and
good shit.
I haven't stopped since.
So for sure, you guys could definitely do it with either a camera phone or a GoPro, or and start there. And then once you get the hang of that, it slowly goes into, you know, then you'll figure out everything.
The intricacies of little things.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, technically, if you wanted to just do a live show, if you wanted to start out just doing like live stuff like on Twitch, you could, if you had a laptop, a microphone, you could stream to Twitch from a laptop and a microphone.
Right.
Because you get OBS Studio, which is the software that we use, which is free.
Right.
And it's super easy to use. I can show you how to use it. And then you literally just hit this button right here. It says start streaming, and you immediately go live.
See, my whole thing
on
is
Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or whatever.
Does it do it on all of them?
Mm-hmm. You can do multiple too. Yeah.
If we started live, you know, when we first started out, we had no listeners, so I just don't think that would be a wise idea.
I think it is, because we have to be consistent. Like you said, be consistent.
Going live is just,
no one's gonna know.
It's
going
a different
live.
beast.
Going live is a different beast. I would do some shows like just audio first.
Yes.
That's the thing.
So
before you go live, just so you get into the practice of like doing a show. You know what I mean, and just get used to. Because, you know, you guys can obviously sit and have a random conversation with each other for a while.
Right.
But you have to put some limits and some bounds on it. You know what I mean? You have to make it 30 minutes or 40 minutes or, you know what I mean?
Call in now.
Nobody's going to listen to a 5.5 hour podcast. They're just not. You know what I mean?
100%.
No, we'll
right.
do like less than an hour at the most.
Yeah.
So we had talked about earlier today or yesterday, I brought up Rover's Morning Glory. It's a show that I've listened to. Right. I've listened to it forever.
I love it.
You know, and to get to that point.
We took them to the strip club once.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Jeffrey,
the whole crew. Yeah.
Jeffrey. So they came into Sticky Lips when I was managing, and you know, I comped their bill for them. And Jeffrey went to shake my hand. I was like, no, fucking no. I'm not. Like, don't touch me, you dirty scumbag. Like, you're so gross.
Oh, that's great.
Well, because he's a very... You don't know about this person, but
he's a unique individual.
He's like a whole human butthole. He's just really gross.
He is.
He's a really gross person.
Do you remember Rob?
Yeah.
That used to be on the show?
Yeah.
I got his number. I still have his number, yeah. From when we because we met him at Oxford's,
and then we went to the Cat.
And then we ended up taking him to the Classic Cat.
We
took all of them down there, dude. Every single one of them, we got down to the Classic Cat.
See, but that's kind of, you know, to me, that's like the pinnacle. Because essentially to me, that it is basically a podcast. It's a bunch of people fucking talking.
Yeah.
You know, I understand it's a radio show, it's syndicated, but it might as well be a successful podcast.
Yeah. And so I think the same way you do. So I watch his show. Obviously, I get ideas from his show.
Right.
That's where you want to be. But to have people call in, so for something like that, if you were going to tape the show, you know, you have a separate phone or a separate phone line specifically just for that, you know?
Right.
And then let people know we're filming from so-and-so, call in.
Right. So I was thinking, like, you know, there's an app called WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And it, like, allows you to make a new phone number, right? So...
Does it?
Yeah.
I believe so, unless I just made that up.
There's a lot of apps that allow you to make new phone numbers.
So I could do that though, right?
Yep.
I mean, I could run it that way.
You could do Zoom calls too. You know what I mean? And just
right.
record
Well, I just don't want. I don't
Zoom.
want it to be my specific phone number that I'm like, I call this because then I. You know.
So I'm gonna try that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WhatsApp?
It's
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
When I was on the other podcast or whatever, I pinned out a bunch of cards and I wrote shit on the back of them, and then told them to call in, and I got the smoke shop, and I got Coach, and I got a couple other places to sponsor it, and they would give them free drinks or whatever if they called in. Turns out that Coach ended up kicking everyone out because they got in some fucking bullshit happened, and then our podcast went down. All of a sudden, someone said, something, I'm not going to repeat it.
There you go.
Yeah.
We know. We all know what
no one
it was
knows
going
what
to
it
be.
is. But as soon as he said it, everything turned off, and it wouldn't turn back on for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
So like we were just like sitting there staring at the computers and everything. I don't know if that was just a coincidence or not, but
yeah, all in all, and even if you guys wanted to come back here at some point, and you could film here like an intro to like your podcast or whatever, and I could edit it up for you, and then send it to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I only giggle because on the car ride over here, she was telling me about this like dude that she's been
shut
talking
up!
to.
No one needs to know my business.
No. We're gonna tell this story. So she's telling this guy, about her friendship with me, and he's like, so he's a real guy with a real penis.
You didn't say that,
and
Kyle.
you,
You just
and
made
you guys
that
are
up. No.
friends.
You just
So I was
made
like,
that up.
so the intro to our show is going to be like, he's a real boy and he's got a real penis, but then nothing rhymes with penis. So I was like, all right, fuck. That's not a good intro to start with.
I said it grows bigger every time he lies.
Yes. I got a giant cat. That'll be our table
Right.
for our podcast.
That'd be perfect.
But yeah, and like I said, cross
You
promotion.
can elbow it all you want, man. I don't give a shit. This thing stands the test of time. This cock. So stupid.
This cock.
No, your table is
Yes.
made out of hardwood.
Call it now.
Cricket.
Shout out to
Cricket.
Shout out to WhatsApp.
Cricket.
Right.
Cricket.
No one's calling in.
No one's calling.
Except Ree, who's my baby's
Oh
mother.
my
Like,
God.
fuck you.
No, she's like getting like.
No, don't go.
That's funny.
So,
She's gonna use a voice recorder and like change.
I always
her
liked
voice
her better
and
than
then.
you.
I know.
Oh, don't.
I always liked her
Change
better
mind,
than you.
no, change her mind.
Ree's great, but
She's
also,
not a great person.
so Corey sometimes will, in the morning, come to my house and will bring my daughters to school,
She's like a
right?
nice fucking person.
So she shows up on Tuesday morning, okay?
Oh my god.
Shows up. She pulls up. I come outside
And
with my girls. They're all ready to
All
go.
their faces were looking at me like, what the fuck is going
Listen,
on?
in bright orange is the word pig, and in dark green is the word cunt.
On
Someone
my car.
spray painted
Oh damn.
pig cunt on her
I
car.
think it was Ray.
On the passenger side. So this whole morning that she's driving from her house to mine, she's like, why are people honking at me?
You didn't know it was there?
No.
Oh!
She didn't know it was there. And the worst part is there's a whole bunch of orange on the passenger window. She's like,
No, it wasn't
what do you
a
think
whole
that I look out my passenger window? She didn't notice the orange spray
It
paint.
was a tiny little bit, Kyle.
It was enough
Get over
that
yourself.
you should see it.
No.
It was like this much.
Why? Why should I see it?
Wow.
Because you should
That's
be
so
looking.
funny.
That's
But
the
no.
worst.
So
I
anyway,
never want that to happen to me.
no,
Oh,
but
I got it off.
it's Ree. Ree did
Ree
it.
did it. I think
Rhiannon did it.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Shout out to
That's
Ree.
crazy.
Ree.
She's gonna be like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
No, Ree, you
Don't
win.
call in.
Remember, I said I liked you, so don't be spray painting my car.
I
okay?
do as well.
Say.
Don't listen to anyone else but me. Talk to me. Look at me right now.
Kyle.
Say you
Kyle.
win.
And Matt. Matt likes you too, Ree, because he doesn't
Yeah.
want his jeans
Ree,
spray
you
painted.
won. She is a pig cunt. You're right,
You win,
okay?
Ree. So there.
No
so
more.
You win.
Don't show up at her house late at night. So, yeah, there's that story.
I like it.
Cool.
I like it. So when
I
are you
like
guys?
that.
Do you guys have like a timetable for when like you're trying, or
He
you have like
said
a goal,
60
like a date
or
where you're, you know what I
something.
mean?
What'd you say?
Really, it's not established at all. I don't even know if after this it's going to be a real thing.
No, it's going to be a real thing.
It's
You do
going
not.
to be a real thing.
Well, hopefully this gives you the kick. You know what I mean? Because you know,
Right.
now
Right, I
you've-
want to do
now
this.
you've done a show, and
yeah.
you know.
Like I want to be able to just not bullshit around. I don't want to take away from what you guys do
Yeah,
by
no.
saying
That's a
bullshit
whole
around.
different
But
now.
Yeah.
for me, that's how I consider what
Yeah.
I want to do is
Yeah.
I want to bullshit
Well,
around.
it's funny because if you go back on any one of our shows, because granted we pick like an actual subject to talk about,
Right.
but most of the time we go off on these tangents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then we're way in left field, and then it's like, what were we just talking about?
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Rochester used to be farms. I got it.
Right.
You know?
But also,
Yeah.
I tell people too. At the same time, I was never a camera guy. Not that
Yeah.
I want to be in front of a camera now.
Yeah.
but I'm more comfortable. And also, like, talking like this, it's somewhat almost therapeutic.
Yeah.
As weird as that may sound.
Yeah,
Well, no, you
it
get to
is.
get your thoughts out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, no matter what you're thinking, you get it out there, and either people are going to agree, disagree,
Yeah.
relate, not relate, turn the channel or turn you off. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the whole idea of people being able to call in was enticing to me, because it's like, I want people to call in and
I do too.
argue with like what I
He
said.
loves to debate. That's like his.
Like 9/11 was an inside job. Like, you
Oh my
call
God,
me
no,
now
up and
we're
yell
gonna
at me.
have all
No,
the
it
conspiracy
I know.
theories
You know,
that we're Kyle.
I use that as an
And-
example.
So I'm
What?
looking to do. I've been wanting for people to call in as well. I didn't know about this WhatsApp.
Yeah, there's more than just that one. There's like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's the most like notorious. Like, it's
Yeah.
the most well known.
Yeah. But so yeah, hopefully this inspires you a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
And then
I mean,
you guys can come back anytime. Obviously, any guest that comes on can always come back
Absolutely. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready to come back and do a show,
whenever.
you're more than welcome.
now you do the show every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
How often are you having guests on the show?
So recently, in the beginning, no one wanted to come on the show.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is
We couldn't
sad.
get
That's
we couldn't
kinda
get people
fucked
on the show, but then everybody wants to be on the show, but nobody wants to come on the show.
Right.
Does that
So, like,
check? You know what I mean? Because everybody's
The
like,
idea behind
oh,
it.
sweet. Because
Yeah.
what we'll say to
Then,
people is,
then it's like gone.
we'll say, people will be like, oh man, can I come on the show? We'll be like, yeah, pick a topic, and people will be like,
And then Saturday it's like,
oh yeah, all right, cool,
Got
and
his
then
voicemail.
we'll just never hear back from them
Yeah.
ever again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, okay, see you later.
I called her
Kind of
12
cool.
times today. I was like,
She was
get
so
over here, let's
annoying.
go. Like, make sure you're here. Don't flake out. Like,
I like don't flake out. I would like you would even call me and then put me in that category of things flaking
well,
out.
no, not to
Fuck
say that
off.
you would do that, but I was nervous because I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to do this, and I was
Yeah.
like, she's gonna
So
fucking
did I,
fall
you
asleep.
dumbass. No, I
She's
didn't.
arguing with the guy who knows that I have a real penis now. Like, so she's been
Made that up.
kidnapped.
Totally made that up.
I made it up.
Yes, I never
I made
said
that
you
up.
said you had a real penis.
What did he say
Never
exactly
said
then?
penis.
What did he say?
Said you have a
We'll have
friend
to-
that's a guy
We're
that,
definitely gonna have to listen to their show for
That
sure.
has a penis.
No, that,
He's got a penis.
No, that you don't fuck. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Implying there's a penis there. It's a lying.
shit.
It's a lying
Shit.
cock. It's a
You're
liar.
just dumb.
And
Stop
it
talking about
grows.
penis so much. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Whatever. Shout out to Jeremiah. Go get that baked mac and cheese.
You're
On Jefferson
such a-
Road?
you're
On Jefferson Road?
Yes,
Right around the corner?
yes. Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Ask for what's his
I'm not
name?
going to fucking tell you,
Hector.
obviously, after all
There
the
you go.
crap you've already
Watch, it's
said.
probably not even his real name. He probably doesn't.
Definitely
even
not his real name.
I go there all the
I don't tell
time.
him.
Oh, he knows him.
You know him?
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I'm sure I've seen him. I go
They
there
all
the
have
time.
real penises. So he doesn't like any of these people.
But yeah, so also when you start doing your podcast,
Shut the fuck up.
you can start going out in public and get your name out there. You can go to like festivals and just hand out cards. But social media is huge, so if you start that, just pump everything on social media because it's
Yep.
free and you don't got to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when I was asking before, like, the trend, and we got on the conversation about it doesn't really matter. Have you found that going out into the public, handing out, business cards, is that as influential, if you will,
It's like
than,
word of
than
mouth,
social
right?
media
'Cause
is?
it then gets people
So
like
a little
interested
bit,
in it.
Yeah.
a little bit. So we had cards made up. I don't get to go out as much to hand out cards, but when I do go out,
Well,
I definitely hand
it's
them
been
out.
tough too because we started it like week 2 of COVID.
Hands out, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You can't
like,
exactly fucking go
in the
out.
beginning,
Right.
right? Yeah, in the beginning, I mean, people were like freaking out because we were telling them that we were going to do this podcast, and they were like, "Are you going to do it like on Zoom?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going over to Matt's house." And they're like, "Oh my God, what?"
Yeah,
And I was like,
Settle down.
we're okay.
Chill.
Yeah.
This table's
You know what I
6
mean?
feet,
Like,
okay?
no, it used to be like
We've
three.
made
No,
it.
That's when we had the small table.
Oh,
we were right
shit.
next to each other.
So you guys are breaking,
Oh yeah,
breaking
man.
the law on video?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's prison time.
Yeah, I know. Felons from the jump.
My midget cage, like that's fun.
Felons from the jump. But
Look at you.
so it was nice though because at the restaurant I got to I passed out those cards all the time.
Right,
When people
and
come
that's
in, like, oh,
Right.
how you been doing? How you been doing during COVID and blah blah blah. Oh, I started a podcast.
Yeah.
Check it
Right.
out. I know you ain't got
Word of
shit
mouth
to
is
do,
huge.
or you. Here you go. Watch it.
And she was asking me last night, like, do you think they're well known? And I didn't. I it's nothing against you. Like, I didn't know who it was that he was doing the podcast with. But
Oh, right.
I was telling her, like, knowing you were the general manager of a bar.
Yeah.
Like, that's also huge. I
Yeah.
mean, that's huge exposure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, it has to have led to at least the beginning stages of your
Easily.
listening
Yeah.
audience.
Easily.
And
And
like
it starts with friends.
yeah.
Sure.
For
Starts
sure.
with
Support.
it starts with
Starts
your
with your
three
inner
friends
circle. Yeah.
and your mom
Right.
and dad, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are the best. You guys are the best."
No.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna slowly.
Yeah.
Right, branches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Skip over the mom and dad if I go to the
we're not,
Well,
we're
you know what
not,
I'm
we are
saying.
not huge. We're not huge by any means. You know what I mean? But we've
Yeah, but
we're
we've
getting
seen steady, consistent growth. You know what I mean? Granted, it may be slow, but it's you know what I mean. We see growth. Like
It's
I said,
coming.
we started off our Facebook page, the One Drink Podcast Facebook page, and it's obviously it started with 0. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think we're up to
650.
650 or 700
Yeah.
followers on our Facebook page.
See, I would say it's a testament to your growth that you guys
Yeah.
haven't really changed up your format.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been successful. So
Yeah.
why
And
why
this
fix
is the
something that's
thing.
not broken?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what they also say is what's huge is like people will do 10 podcasts and they're like, "I don't have 1 million views. This sucks.
Right.
Right.
Fuck this.
Right.
I'm quitting. This
Go
is
back to
stupid."
work at Joanne Fabrics.
Yeah. So it's just like you just got to be consistent. No matter like if you post once a week or if you put your show out every 2 weeks, whatever it is
Yeah.
when you put it out.
Yeah. Whatever
Just
schedule
make it a
you start with,
consistent thing.
keep it.
I guess
think
that's
promoting it does make a difference. It has to make a difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The more you can push it, the better.
I guess that's also the question too, is why did you guys decide on 1 time a week?
Because it was COVID, and we didn't have shit else to do.
Yeah, but why not
Literally.
why not more? Why not twice?
Well, I mean, we still, my daughter was less than a year old when we started this thing
no,
too.
no,
So you know what I
that's
mean?
true,
Like
yeah,
there was a
yeah.
lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And he was still working because he was still,
Yeah.
essential.
You were essential, right. He was
so-
kind of a shitty human. You were essential.
She had a daughter. So
Right.
You ever tried to run a restaurant during a pandemic?
No.
That shit is stressful, bro.
I would never even...
Yeah.
I actually miss that life.
You do?
Except for the fact that going home at 4 a.m. and having
You
to
just
wake
missed
up
the
at
cash.
5 a.m. There are other things that I miss.
I miss the cash. That's what I miss is the cash.
Right. But no, going home at 4 a.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. to my, 2 11-month-old apart daughters,
Right.
and like every day of my life for years, even now, is like waking up at 5 a.m. because one of them screaming at me that like, Daddy, she looked at me, and it's like, oh my god, like
I just woke
I'll
up.
stab my own eyes. Like, I'll fucking end my own shit. Just cannot. Every day of my life starts
just
with
need
like,
21
am
minutes.
I having a stroke? am I gonna stroke out?
And then he's got me as a friend.
So you can be
Right.
the
I don't even get to eat it like a Nutri-Grain bar before like panic has set in. I'm sweaty. I'm unhealthy. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, we put out 2 shows a week, which is a lot, I think, for just any normal
Oh yeah, that's right. Because-
podcast.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
even putting 1 show out a week is still good as
Yeah.
long as you stay consistent.
Yeah.
Wait, so shameless self-promotion. How do I hear the history podcast? I'm
YouTube.
interested in
YouTube.
that.
Yep.
And
One
it's-
Drink
and it's the
Podcast.
One Drink Podcast.
And
Perfect.
is that how you would see this? Because people have asked me how
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
That's
how would I
exactly
look
how
at
you
stuff.
watch this one too,
YouTube.
is on our YouTube
Yep.
page. But you can also listen to this one on all this show
Spotify,
on
iHeart,
Spotify, iHeart. Yeah. So on
and the
Wednesday,
history shows.
so on Wednesday it gets uploaded to everything.
All right, here's
But
another
it's not
question.
uploaded today.
No,
No.
we upload it
No,
on
because
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So how do
This show will
you?
be.
You don't have to pay money to put yourself on iHeart,
Yes, you do. So
You
it's,
do?
it's $20 a month,
Yeah.
which is
We're
not
doing
bad.
that.
Yeah.
which is
I
super
mean,
But that
cheap.
puts you on. That's on all of them though. So you
No.
pay
Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout, and so you upload your stuff to Buzzsprout, and then Buzzsprout filters it out to all of the major platforms.
You don't
Okay, so
have
you're
to do
paying
it.
for that membership, and that's
No, because when you
Yeah.
upload it to Buzzsprout,
Okay.
it
There's a
pushes it
middleman.
to your page on all
because
the
to
other
be on iHeart
platforms.
means
Yeah.
somebody in California could listen to you
No,
guys.
it's $20 a
Yeah.
month
Anywhere.
for Buzzsprout.
See, that to
Yeah.
me is that's crazy. That's crazy great exposure.
Yeah.
And
And what's crazy too is so when you get uploaded to iHeart, yeah, we're a small podcast in Rochester, but we're going against Rover's Morning Glory,
Right.
Kevin Hart,
Right.
Joe
all the
Rogan.
celebrities,
Right.
Joe Rogan. So it's like, for someone to scroll across us, it can happen.
Yeah.
But it's like, we're competing with all these people that have millions of followers.
right.
But,
But-
we'll get there.
the name again of your podcast
One
is
Drink Podcast.
One Drink Podcast.
I'll give you a card.
All
I
right,
got
go ahead.
cards.
Just read the song.
Yeah, we got cards.
I think that ADHD was very smart. You know, it was very
Yeah.
smart marketing because it's an A.
Yep.
You know, you type in A in iHeart, maybe our thing comes up first.
Right away. Not right away, but I mean,
Well,
yeah.
right there.
Or if someone types in like, you know, having one drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna have one drink. Bam, we're definitely gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or just one.
I think that's honestly it's almost a gift when you're doing a podcast that you can be on this platform that that Rover's Morning Glory is
I know.
like that's
I've listened
to me
to
that's
it.
huge.
Yeah.
That's
It's great.
It's really important.
And also, you can keep the
I like the
statistics,
mix between the two.
like, you know, people in
Yeah.
Europe,
To have
Japan,
both,
China,
you
you
know,
know, people are
both
listening
sides
all
of the
over the
coin.
world. Not a
Right.
lot,
Able
but
to
we have
offer an
some.
opinion on something.
Yeah, but still, even one person who's listening from even a different state, I'd be
Yeah.
like, cool, man, that's fucking awesome.
And
Thank
so,
you,
yeah.
Peggy in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Like, cool. That's
And when you get into like the podcast and the social media stuff about it, it's literally one click away. Like I share all my stuff on Twitter, it's all the social media platforms. If someone comes across it and clicks it, you know, and they happen to be like semi-famous or whatever, they click it, goes to their followers. They,
Yeah.
you know, their followers, and then it's just
Yeah.
it's just a one click away. You know.
right.
Yep.
Now, when you guys started this, like I only really knew that Joe Rogan had a podcast. Like, I didn't pay attention to the fact that because you always hear about the Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah.
He is, you know, he does a million different things, which I guess is why he gets that exposure. But
He's the main guy.
podcasts to me were like, fucking, what even is that? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's still.
Well, they had a weird stigma for like a long
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean?
And I
Like
don't
thinking
know
like
why.
you were listening to like a medical forum or it was like a TED Talk thing
Yeah.
or like
And that's a podcast.
You know what I mean? It wasn't
Everything-
It didn't used to be like an entertainment outlet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you listen to a funny podcast
Yeah.
or
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's just
It could have been informational or educational, or
Yeah.
it was bullshit humor.
right.
Yep.
But I do feel like there was a stigma behind it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And this is the thing that sucks is now celebrities are doing it,
Yeah, it's because they don't got
Well,
shit
right.
to do.
and now they just take all the, you know.
My favorite show of all time, Arrested Development.
Yeah, it was a great
what's
show.
What's his name? Will Arnett.
Arnett.
And Jason Bateman just sold their podcast for like $100 billion to
That would
someone.
be us one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can make money.
Jason
you just
Bateman's
have to,
Jewish.
Yeah.
So
You just have to
you
be
won't get his
consistent.
money.
Fuck.
There's money in it. You just gotta
Yeah.
you just gotta get to that
I-
little
He said
platform.
not to.
I love I don't think you guys are in it for.
I'm not.
We're not in it for the
I'm-
money. No, like
yeah.
I said, when we started this show, we just wanted to do it, and then we were like, "Wow, that was fun."
Mhm.
And we have
No, I
fun.
think it
We
was
have fun
fun.
every. If he and I just got together every Saturday at
You'd
noon,
be doing this anyway.
we would be sitting on his couch doing this exact
That's
same
what we
stupid
talked
shit.
about. That's what
Yeah.
we were like literally
So
sitting
why
there
not?
just to-
Right.
Why
Yeah.
not?
And then you know what?
Yeah.
One day,
Yeah.
if it does take off for us, but we work at it though. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not like we don't work
Well,
at
you're
it.
constantly
Yeah.
going back to
Improving
the
and
drawing
going
board,
back and, like,
Yeah.
adding a little bit here and
Yep.
there, so it's not like all at one freaking time. 'cause
Yep.
it's
which is
a
the
lot.
beauty of
Yeah, trying to
you
do
guys record.
trying to do
Yeah.
all of it at once.
Yeah. I mean,
You just got to pick one goal at a time.
right,
You know what I mean? Where do we want to be next month?
right.
And how do we
one
get there?
one media
You know what I
at
mean?
a time
Yeah.
until
And we're
we
getting
get established.
Yeah, we get like a. So for YouTube to get a subscribe on YouTube, it's kind of hard because a lot of people
I heard
aren't
that.
subscribed.
But I heard it was no. I heard YouTube was like stricter or something.
I mean, they're pretty strict, but not a lot of people are on you. Like people watch YouTube for like fixing things and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I also heard you can't curse on YouTube.
you can.
No, you can. You just have to. There's a box that you have to click when you upload the video on whether
I
it's
thought,
mature
okay, well,
content.
Yeah.
if you do curse on it, you don't get paid through YouTube. They won't pay you.
No, they still
No,
do.
yeah,
They will?
They still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Again, it's just
Yeah,
they
but-
filter it to different audiences though.
Okay.
So
Right.
like some teenager is not going to come across
Right.
you know the show if that mature content is
Right.
clicked. You
If
know
I
what
say
mean?
fuck 100 times in 3 minutes,
Right.
Right.
my
Yeah.
target audience is not 9-year-olds
Right.
Right.
looking for TikTok videos. You know,
Right.
yeah, sure.
TikTok it does not vote for them.
But I do hope you guys do start this podcast because I feel it'll be damn good.
I think it'll be good. I'll definitely listen. I'll definitely listen.
It will either be good or in the
only one
midst
option. Don't
of
say bad.
the
That's
first
so
episode,
stupid.
I will set the studio on fire.
Whatever your house.
It's
so
one
you're
or
not
the
gonna
other.
set your house on
I'll set it
fire.
on fire just to prove a point. I don't give a shit. I don't give
I
a
believe
shit.
he will too.
Don't set me on
I
fire.
will.
WMC.
I already called the fire department last night. Don't make me call the fire department again.
President.
Idiot.
No, you're vice president. I'll tell you what. Let's settle this right
Let's
now
do it.
on the
All
show.
right. Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Short story. Right.
Alright,
Short
go
story,
ahead.
real quick. It's when.
Don't listen to his bullshit.
It's when Sons of Anarchy came out, right? Sons of Anarchy was out, and we had both been watching the show, and he was still working at Sticky Lips, so he was coming in the restaurant all the time, and we would just sit there at the bar and bullshit back and forth for hours, he and I. So we got talking about that show one day, and then we were like, we should start a motorcycle club, but neither one of us had motorcycles or leather vests or
We
anything.
were the biggest liars of all time. We really were the biggest like what?
But we did.
I have a hobby.
We started our own. It's Wrecking Crew Militia.
Yeah.
WCM. And so, but we couldn't decide who was going to be the president and who was going to be the vice president.
Our egos got our shallow ego.
Right.
Almost destroyed our friendship.
Over a thing that didn't actually
Yeah,
exist.
right. Yeah.
It was just a couple assholes
Fuck
that
you.
did too many shots.
Fuck your Harley.
Yeah. You ain't going to be the fucking president. I'm starting my own. So then we decided that the only way that you could become president was you had to battle rock, paper, scissors.
Oh.
That's
Best
how a man handles things.
Best 2 out of 3, and that person would be president. You couldn't re-challenge.
Okay.
What did we do? What was it, a month before a re-challenge?
Yes. I believe it was one
something
month
like that.
before
It
you
was-
were allowed to.
Yeah,
You
for
couldn't even
retail,
really
yeah.
address it.
Right.
Now you could talk shit and be like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
No, but you had
then
to
it
be
was like-
respectful as well. Like, all right, President.
So winning this.
But that
makes you
goodbye,
the
though, if you lost, it would be like, all right, Prez.
No. And then I would leave and call
So
my mom and be like,
are you right?
I hate him, Mom.
Are you right now going to have the first
On
rock, paper, scissors battle on One Drink
On One Drink
Podcast?
Podcast.
Yes.
For the
Alright,
presidency.
I'm moving
All right.
out of the way.
I'm going to be pissed if I lose.
Hold on, I gotta
Pissed
stretch.
if I lose.
Gotta work out the.
Here we go.
Gotta work out the presidential muscles. Here, stretch. Move my arm this way. Push
Boy,
it.
just sit down and let's do this.
Go, move
All right, ready?
on the other seat,
No.
Kyle. Sit on the other
No.
seat.
You're good. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Thank you. That's one.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot.
Ah,
Oh,
God damn it!
baby, you always go scissors second.
I'll burn this place down. I'm just joking.
On
I'm
your
just
house.
joking.
All right, ready?
All right, ready? Hold on. Gotta feel it. Jesus, bring it in me.
For the record, he's lost far more
Oh.
times than he's ever won.
For the
You
record,
won't admit it.
for the
Hold on a
record,
minute.
I am currently president. He wants
He's
to
not.
deny that.
He's not.
Bullshit.
All right, you ready?
President.
It's not video, Kyle. What do you
Paper,
want?
scissors, shoot. There. What? What? Oh my god.
All right, Prez.
All right, VP. All right.
Fucking bitch. All right, you got it.
That was
You listen to my podcast and not this VP's.
Now let's go to his head. He's gonna talk.
No, no.
shit.
right, that was
Listen, it's not going to go to
was
my
good.
head just because I'm the president.
I like letting him win every now and then because it's rare that he ever does.
It's like giving back.
So who else
I'll
is
see you
in this?
next month.
Who else is in
Alright.
this club? Is it just
Nobody.
you two?
It's just us.
No, no.
Well, we had
that's
Todd
right.
and Ben for a while, but
I
that,
just joined.
they flaked out.
Do you remember how? All right, so
I just joined.
do you know? No, 100%
No,
no.
you're out.
So you know how like in Sons of Anarchy they had like prospects, right?
Never seen the show.
All right. So there are prospects, right? Which means you'll probably never make it. We made Todd a prospect for like a year. And then every time he's like, am I in the club yet? We'd be like, no. Like you have another week to prove yourself. And then Todd would basically, he'd be like, when we would leave Quimby's and there was he and I'd be like, dude, why the fuck am I in the club? I was like, why are you talking to me out of the presence of either the president or VP? Like, we have to make these decisions together. So now you deducted 2 weeks. Like you're back on probation. And then there was Derek for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
He wanted to be the enforcer.
Wait,
He
Derek?
made himself
He
the
wanted to be
enforcer.
sergeant at arms.
Yeah. And we were both like, you're a prospect. Yes, Derek, yeah,
Should
yeah.
have just been like, well, you have to buy me drinks for the next 2 weeks.
Oh no, I exploited every part of that. Trust me, yes. I did that at all turns, okay?
Yeah, but the regime changed so often between he and I,
Yeah.
and we would have these massive battles in the middle of Quimby's too.
Oh.
Like people would stand in a
Yes.
circle.
No.
10, 20 people would watch
Does it
us.
make
He is not well because everyone knew.
Right.
Well, a majority of the people knew of this
They hear
view.
this
This dumb shit.
Yes.
Never
So it was like the
comes
Rome Coliseum, and people were like, "Ooh,
Because we would amp it up like big time
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you know, stretching it out, take the hoodie
Right.
off, throw
Each
the hat.
stretch, I would yell. I was like, "Ugh!" So it got to the point where people like were invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were
Well,
invested
when
in
you
this
see two people getting real cracked out about
rock paper scissors.
rock paper scissors, if I see that, I'm gonna be like,
I'm in there. I might start throwing money like
right.
I'm like the strong guy.
Right.
Like
I got
$12
$5 on
on
scissors.
yeah.
$5 on scissors.
And
for
actually,
the
I
skinny
don't.
guy.
I have to pay my tab. Like I don't have no money on either of them. But good luck. Good luck to that guy.
All right. So, anyways,
I
to
like
wrap
it.
this up, you guys are starting your own podcast. We're super excited about it.
Yes.
We'll definitely
We're
be
super excited.
some of your first listeners. For
No,
sure.
we appreciate the support very
Yeah,
much, guys, and
absolutely.
we appreciate you bringing us on an established
For sure.
podcast.
Yep.
You didn't have to take that chance. I know that it was a difficult decision for you guys because she's here.
It was mostly you.
100%.
It was mostly because of you.
Wait.
Good.
Good.
Prez.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you can't back down.
Oh,
from
yeah.
that.
I'm not backing down. I'm not backing
No.
down. He just likes it when I say Prez.
Yeah.
It's an ego thing for him. He doesn't really care. And everybody
That's
knows
a
the VP
real
has
boy
You're the
penis.
one that
The
said-
real-
penis
Everybody
said
knows the
you,
VP
because
has the
every
real power
single
anyways.
word you
President
were
is just a
supposed to say.
figurehead.
Right.
It's all he wants to do anyways.
Listen, whatever.
So yeah, come back anytime.
Yep.
All right.
When you start your podcast and when you do get established, we will come on your show
Yeah.
For sure.
and have another
sure.
great conversation of
Yep.
whatever.
So, just in conclusion, and listen to this. We are not going to go live
Yes, we are.
right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to
We're
happen.
gonna do that.
All right, so
You could try it.
I
I would try
will-
with Facebook first.
Yeah.
I'll mute you.
No, me, you know.
You have like 12 Facebook friends. I mean, that's not going
It
to
would
help.
be like the
That's a
muted.
fucking
It'd be
lie.
the
I
muted
got drawn
podcast.
penis.
Yeah.
The muted podcast.
And also,
perfect.
also when this comes out, this show,
Huh.
I'll share it to each of your Facebooks.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do.
I have like 5
Unless I-
friends on Facebook, so I'll kill you.
I said anything that no, don't. I talked about Reed.
No, he cast you. It's all social.
Yes.
me,
And again,
work.
Reed,
You win.
I think you're wonderful.
You win. You already said that. You win. You win. It's all good stuff.
All right, but anyways, guys, we'll be sure to
Yes.
post all their information down in the description below and add that to all of our social media
Don't
posts
raise
when
that.
they're
That looks really good.
when their podcast first airs. Don't forget you can check out all these shows every Wednesday. Also, our history shows every Monday, both on Facebook and YouTube, as well as all major platforms. Don't forget, please hit that sub button.
Yes.
Click the bell notifications to be the first ones notified when all of our new episodes hit.
all we
Until
have.
next time, guys. Cheers.
See ya.